What's up, guys? I'm Jace.
I'm Josh.
And we are watching My Hero Academia. Or, no, you say it.
Boku no Hero Academia. Season 5, episode 21. What's the name of that episode, Jace?
Revival Party.
That doesn't give us much to go off of. So last time, this is the villain arc. So much of the title sequence changed.
Assuming it's still that.
Yeah. What happened last time? We got a little bit about Shigaraki. He was a little boy.
Well, maybe it's like the villains are stopping the Liberation Army without any input from the heroes.
So wait. I think what ends up happening is Endeavor's still got the... That'd be funny as hell. The villains stop the Liberation Army before the heroes can.
We're doing this to say... They're doing this for Giron.
For Giron.
Whatever.
That's actually really funny. Like, you build up this army that you have to take out in 4 months, and then the villains go and do it in the next episode arc or whatever. Like, shit! We helped out the heroes. Damn it! Where is Dobby, though? Dobby, he wasn't there when they were talking about it.
He's still apparently recruiting someone, which we're probably going to see. So, yeah, you know what? Probably right. It is probably still the villain's arc.
We got a little bit about Shigaraki's backstory. Him with, a little boy, and apparently he had a... Did they say mutant quirk, or what did they say? He had a quirk that he didn't inherit from either side of his family.
Yeah, it was a self-made mutation.
A self-made mutation, and I don't think it's that common, but it happens. I mean, it's what happened to Eri, what happened to him.
Like, most people have a quirk that is derived from both their parents or a combination of their parents.
I just see apparently it's implied that his quirk manifested, and he just killed everybody in his family just by touching them. And it shows the fucking dog. You see that dog
losing control of it.
That dog fucking dead, boy.
If you've watched so here's some. Okay, I'm gonna reference Inhumans and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a moment. So Inhumans in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. made their first appearance about halfway through season 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Daisy got her powers.
Yes.
And at the end, the thing that makes Inhumans gain their powers is Terrigen crystals. A whole chest of them fell into the sea,
yes,
the ocean,
and then they drank it.
They disintegrated. They dissolved in the water,
mm-hmm.
and you could feel it. You saw it go up in to the school of fish, and it spread throughout the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And now, whenever anybody takes fish oil, they're putting Terrigen in there. They're activating Terrigen,
which could activate their quirk genes or whatever.
Inhuman abilities, alien DNA.
Yeah.
Season 3 opened with someone they just got their powers activated, and their ability was they can turn pretty much any metal malleable. Basically turn it into Play-Doh, but they didn't have enough control over it. It was basically just liquefying anything made of metal, and just this kind of destruction. He's obviously scared. If you end up with a mutation instead of a regular quirk,
you have no idea what's going on.
You're probably scared shitless.
I remember about that show. It had Blizzard on there. It was an Iron Man villain, like a kid with ice powers. And then did they ever bring him back, or is it just not a payoff?
He was killed.
Oh, well then, what about the guy who was trapped in a gravity thing of oil, and his arm just comes out?
To this day, dude. Okay, and I got through season 4. That guy still hasn't come out of it.
That's Graviton. Are you kidding me? Graviton's cool. All right, moving on.
Okay, enough the tangent.
Yeah. Boku no Hero Academia. Let's go.
Remember
Patreon.
Patreon is a thing.
It exists.
It's a thing that exists.
Speedrun this shit. Next episode.
Go. Spacebar. How'd they bring back doubles of him?
Well, he said that his power is called Animorph. He can control things. Did they just make things that look like him? That's
fucking weird.
What if it was clay and he just shaped it to make it look like them? I don't know. There's a reason they have this. They showed the doubles, and then they just cut to this guy and explain his power. So it's got to be him doing it. The reason I got excited when the ice guy showed up, I'm like, okay, 2 episodes ago we got a little bit about Shigaraki. We're still getting a little bit more about Shigaraki. Today, Toga had a moment. Twice is about to get a moment. Okay.
I think.
And Dobby, I think Dobby's gonna have a moment. And right now he's going up against an ice guy. Are you kidding me? He's gonna confront the other half of his family or something. I don't know. It's happening, Jace. It's happening.
What's it?
The reveal.
What reveal?
The Dobby reveal.
And how could you possibly know that?
I heard people say this arc's only 6 or 7 episodes. I heard people say that it was like it felt rushed. So I think when we're done with the season, I'm gonna read the manga just to see how it compares.
You do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. I'm not...
Okay.
What do you think
So
about the
I don't know
stuff?
if we talked about. I don't know if I talked about this, but here's something I heard about Dobby. Now I think we already know. It's quite obvious that while he can create fire, obviously with blue flames and everything, he doesn't have resistance to fire.
Maybe it's what if he has like a little resistance, but the flame's too hot?
Maybe he's generated a little bit of resistance, but it didn't come with this quirk.
I mean, it's obvious. It feels kind of obvious that the patchwork is of his own doing. You know what I mean? Like he probably did that to himself.
That's what. Okay, if someone has fire powers, it would stand to reason that they have resistance to fire because that's coming out of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like. In fact, they even in one of the early episodes of Ages of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's a guy with fire powers.
Scorch, I remember that.
Scorch, yeah. So they removed the platelets from his blood that kept him from getting burned.
And then he died.
Yes, he did eventually die, but that's
either,
not why he died.
Either he burned himself or Endeavor did something.
They did something like overpower his like abilities or something and made him basically just burn himself up.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, here's what I heard. Dobby has the power of fire, but he has resistance to cold.
That's an interesting idea. We'll see if it plays out.
I'm imagining Todoroki doesn't have resistance to either one because he uses the other side to balance out with the other one.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. What do you think of Toga's backstory?
Pretty insane.
I like the idea that because we all
I remember something that was said in Ruby around season 5 where they were talking about semblances. Oh, they think that your personality defines your semblance, whereas some people see it's the other way around. What if it's like, depending on what your quirk is, that also defines your
personality.
Like, I mean, in this society, you want to survive.
We live in a society. You don't get the
nobody has quirks, you dumbass.
You don't know the meme?
No.
We live like a fan.
Obviously, in this different society with quirks and everything, you want to be able to survival of the fittest, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you have a personality that doesn't really match up with your quirk, be like, wait, I have to drink blood to use my quirk? Ugh, gross.
When I was a kid and I saw soda for the first time, I was like, I'm not gonna drink that. It's black.
My mind just got blown. That's disgusting. What the fuck?
You think about that?
That's disgusting. Basically, all the years that quirks have been around, yeah, quirks are gonna affect your personality.
Mm-hmm. We also mentioned, like, especially in season 2 with the whole stain thing, we wondered oh, his quirk involves him drinking blood. How do you figure that out? It's probably because even growing up, they just had a fascination with blood because that was their quirk. I mean, you can reference Blood King, but I think you were right when it's his own blood. But I mean, it's just strange to me that
he probably has to consume a lot of iron.
He probably has to be careful how much he uses. It probably doesn't grow back immediately. Do you remember that $1 million butt where like every time you get cut, all your blood comes out?
I don't remember that one.
It was like
that would kill you. I wouldn't take
No. All your blood, you don't die. All the blood grows back immediately. It's just any like cut on your gash or thing.
You just get like a
2 gallons of blood. Just
imagine you're trying to escape. Smoke screen.
Oh my god.
Hey Josh, party time. Anything that causes you to expel blood.
Yeah. Like you get bloody nose, just a shotgun spray. It's like very forceful blood spray.
Jesus, imagine that.
Everyone's like leveling up. Toga's got a new she can now copy people's powers, but the trigger being that she has to drink their blood in order to do it. And she did have Uraraka's blood. And now it looks like Shigaraki. I don't think he did it on purpose. It's the result of him just being ridiculously tired. He touched some people, and then the decay spread. But he like touched the ground. Let's see, you're standing over there, and he touches the ground. It could like destroy the ground, and the cracks like touch your feet, and then like it starts going up your body.
I don't know if that would work, but maybe because it's like a person from person to person to person to person to person. There was like a chain of actual body flesh.
Oh, you know what would be scary? If Shigaraki gets All For One, he could go to like Tartarus, find Overhaul, take Overhaul, and then remember what Overhaul did in the Overhaul arc? He gave himself 4 arms, remember just Shigaraki with multiple arms, all of which have decay on them.
Dude, he would just have the Overhaul quirk itself. Remember when he tapped a Magna, made his entire upper body just fucking explode?
Okay, so yeah, that would be redundant. But yeah, it looks like we're about to get a moment with Twice because remember he almost killed himself.
I don't really see how much his quirk could evolve and level up. I think we're probably more likely about to see like a special move or something.
He doesn't even know if he's the original clone. He doesn't know if he's a clone to the original because of the shit fest that happened. Ridiculous. All right, we're about to wrap up here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
I'm Jace.
I'm Josh.
See you guys in the next one.
Patreon.
Patreon's the thing. Remember.